Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first down, Mixon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. Touchdown! Drew Sample, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right in midfield at the 50. Now we're in a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the ground, it's Mack. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. Yeah,
I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Wilson dumps this one off to Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Wilson will throw again. He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Wilson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type. Run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Play action. Now Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now it's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. To Mixon on the check down. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Mack. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st down, Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This goes to Mack on the check down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They go play action now. Wilson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully,
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 56 yards. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mack is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Mack, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this one up to 13. Up with a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Nixon will try the right side. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it will appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. McCann's got it teed up. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.